What's up, guys? I am back. My voice and my speech will sound a little different. I understand that. I did have the mouth surgery. The surgery went pretty well. I do have, as a result, a brand new set of teeth, and I pretty much had to relearn how to speak all over again. So if my speech patterns are a little off, if I'm a little slurred, I promise I haven't fallen off the wagon. I'm learning. So you guys will be a part of this process with me. Had quite a bit of stuff to show. I don't know how much I'll get out in this video. My jaws will get tired of talking, but I'm going to show you guys what I can, as much as I can. And you guessed it, it's all from the title. It's all going to be death metal this go around. So if you don't like death metal, you can hang on and come back for another video. If you love death metal like I do, stick around, and after this, I'll show you all this cool stuff that's been coming in lately.
Let these wounds forever mark your cowardice.
I still love that song to that intro. If you don't check out Eallic, there is something wrong with you. I am so excited to hear some new music from them coming in the near future. First thing I'm going to show you guys, I won a contest on Instagram from Melanie Loves Death Metal. You guys, if you're watching this channel, you know Melanie. I mean, she's a top tier metal YouTuber. Like, she's up here and I'm down here on the bottom. So if you're watching my channel, I know you know who Melanie is. She is an authority on new death metal and some killer death metal, death grind stuff that's been coming out. Anyway, she had a giveaway not too long ago going on her Instagram, and I was lucky enough to win that. I won some really killer stuff. I won a couple of these Melanie Loves Death Metal logo can koozies. You can actually pick these up on her Etsy. She has an Etsy store with these shirts, some stickers. I will, if I can find that link, I'll link that up in the description for you guys. I'll also link up her YouTube channel just in case some of you are living under a rock somewhere and you haven't checked out her channel, because you definitely need to go do that. Like I said, she's just an authority on all things death metal. Also got some killer stickers from her channel. Let me try to let you guys get a good look at that. And then like some colored, wanted to make sure it wasn't upside down. Also got a couple of tapes in this giveaway as well that I'll be showing you guys here pretty soon. Some other stickers she threw in. Ritual Fog, love these guys out of Memphis. Killer death metal. This is off of their But Merely Flesh full length. You guys will be seeing that just a little bit later in this exact video. So one from Noxious Ruin, Loud as Hell. Rotted Life, killer death metal label. You guys know Rotted Life. Cryptic Brood, absolutely phenomenal release. If you haven't checked this one out, it's Outcome of Obnoxious Science. I think I showed this on the channel quite a long time ago, but this is one that I've seen this logo before, but I'm struggling. So I know some of you in the comments will know right offhand who that is. Please let me know. I've been struggling trying to figure that one out. I guess I could have done like a Google image search or something and found that out. And then we have Noxus. They're actually coming to Memphis at the end of this month. Hopefully, I've been pretty bad about making it to shows lately, but hopefully I can make it to that one. Then the two tapes that I won. First off, from Profound Lore Records, we have the newest release from Ancient Death. This one is entitled Ego Dissolution. Absolutely amazing record. This will, without a doubt, be on my end of the year list. I actually already own this on CD. Now I have the tape. I'm actually going to re-gift this. Going to spread the love a little bit around to my buddy Jordan. As I said, I already own the CD, so nothing like spreading the love And I absolutely love this album. As I said, it will be on my end of the year list without a doubt. I already know it's that high up on the list right now. There's not enough stuff that'll be coming out that can knock it out. Huge step up. I enjoyed the EP they put out, I think, last year, but this record is absolutely just pretty much flawless. Even they have some female vocals, clean vocals that come in at parts of this release, and it works. Killer death metal release. If you haven't checked out Ancient Death, definitely do so. I cannot scream the praises of that album enough. And then we have probably the best album to come out on, well, undoubtedly the best album to come out on 20 Buck Spin this year. This is Corpus Offal. I've been meaning to get my hands on a copy of this. I'm so glad I won this giveaway to get this. As I said, the best release to come out on 20 Buck Spin. I don't know what's going on over there. I just haven't been impressed with a lot of the newer releases. I don't know if the person in charge of putting out the new material is going through some life stuff or what, but I'm not going to get into that. Corpus Offal, absolutely phenomenal. Definitely want to spend some more time with this one. I think it has some members of Cerebral Rot, if I remember correctly. So you can't go wrong with that. Definitely check out Corpus Offal. So that was a killer giveaway. Melanie, thank you so much. Like I said, her channel will be linked in the description. I'm gonna link up something so you guys can check out these two releases as well. If I can find that Etsy link, I'll link that up for you guys too. Next up, I'm going to be showing you some stuff I picked up from Maggot Stomp in Closed Casket Activities. They had a huge sale not too long ago, and I picked up some goodies. So I'll be right back to show you guys what I got from that. Alright guys, you ready to be Maggot Stomped? Closed Casket Activities had a sale, pretty massive sale going on some Maggot Stomp releases, merch, stuff that had probably been out for a little bit, but it definitely helped me fill some holes in the collection, so I had to jump on that sale. I've had it in for a little bit, but I haven't been on for a little bit as well. First up, Closed Casket usually either sends like if you order from Maggot Stomp, you'll either get like a Closed Casket Activity sticker or a Maggot Stomp sticker. This time I did get the Closed Casket. We'll find somewhere to plaster that up. I had to do it. Don't hate on me too bad, but I had to do it. I got the gold Maggot Stomp pendant necklace. I already rocked the flat bill caps. I had to do it. You know, J-Dog, man, he would be so disappointed. Hopefully they'll have Death by Dog Fest again next year. I already have a buddy that is hoping that him and I can go together. It's already in the works. We're trying to plan it. If it does come back next year, I'm going to have to rock that and go meet the guy with the flat bill and let him call me a canoe. I got a couple of shirts. First up, we got Nuclear Remains, killer brutal death metal band out of Phoenix. Not much going on the front, just the logo, but you have some gnarly artwork there going on the back. They recently, earlier this year, released an EP through, I believe it was Unique Leader, that was pretty strong as well. So definitely check out Nuclear Remains. I've enjoyed everything that they've put out so far. Next up, we have Abysmalist. I believe this is a band out of California. This is for their debut. The artwork from their debut full-length Vile Possession came out, I think, in 2022. Killer album. And it has the Vile Possession on the back. Those are a little wrinkly. Just got back from vacation not too long ago, and I wore both of those on the trip. Picked up some vinyl. First up, the one you just saw, Vile Possession from Abysmalist. Killer release. Very, very enjoyable. Kind of one of those power trios, death metal trios. I will re-sleeve all this up later. There you have I showed you guys the front and back of that, I'm pretty sure. We have the lyric sheets. As you can see, the lyrics there on the back. And then we have the band there on the lyric sheet. The vinyl itself is on a pretty cool, I think they called it sky blue, but it looks more like almost like a turquoise to me. So that's pretty gnarly as well. Killer release. I got that for like $10, I think, off of the sale. So I couldn't pass that up. Also picked up New Jersey brutal death metal Needlepusher. This is their only release, I think, so far, entitled Abysmal Internment. Came out, oh man, 2021 maybe? I don't remember exactly when this one came out, but if you're into brutal death metal, definitely check out Needlepusher. As you can see, you might have heard right there, I have a hard time with the CH words. That is a syllable that I'm going to struggle with. Don't be too hateful. I know I got some trolls that love to jump on anything they can. Man, take it easy on my speech, please. I'm very self-conscious. There's the lyric sheet. So anytime you get a lyric sheet with brutal death metal, it is appreciated so you can know what the hell's going on. And it's just on black wax. Not going to spend too much time showing you the actual wax on that. So killer release out of Long Island, New York there. Speaking of Long Island, New York, I picked up a tape from, I believe this is the debut from Stabbed, entitled Defleshed by Reptiles. It might be the only release that they have out so far, to be honest. I believe they're coming to Memphis on a tour here pretty soon as well. On this green shell, killer stuff, just nasty death grind. There you can kind of see Defleshed by Reptiles, and then you have the reptile defleshing a zebra there. So it's nasty stuff. I love this. I hope they have some new material on the way. I believe this was originally released in 2020, and then Maggot Stomp gave it the tape treatment in around 2021 or so. But hopefully they have some new material on the way, and also hopefully I can make it out to that gig. I believe it's them and Segwasugabog, however you pronounce it, Ritual Fog. It looked like a pretty stacked lineup. Next up, we have Infestment with Evulsion of Mortal Birth. This is one that gets beat up pretty bad as far as the reviews go. It's fun. It's not something that I'm going to listen to all the time, but it definitely has like a Cannibal Corpse feel as far as the song titles, and definitely a heavy influence coming from Cannibal Corpse. It's not a bad release, but it's not just necessarily something that I'm going to find myself returning to. It just doesn't really stand out too much, but it is a fun release. I have given it a couple spins, or I guess a couple plays with it being a cassette, but I mean, it's a fun release, just not, there's other stuff that I would probably reach to first before I throw this on. I will revisit it at some point and maybe enjoy it a little bit more. Next up, we have Abated, there we go, with Disfigured Emanation, there we go. Abated with Disfigured Emanation. Brutal death metal kind of goes into that almost brutal deathcore sound at times, which is a little surprising coming off Maggot Stomp, but not too bad, because there are not too surprising, I guess, because there are some bands that have heavy hardcore influence on that label as well. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Been on the want list for quite some time, and I had just never pulled the trigger. When I saw it that it was on the sale, I was like, well, the time is now. We'll go ahead and grab it. Not much going on the inside. There's the actual disc again. But pretty heavy stuff and very enjoyable. And then the last thing that I picked up on the sale was Denunciation, California Commando. Unfortunately, this is the last piece of material that this band put out. They put this EP out in 2020. They had an EP or a demo that came out prior to this, I think in 2019. And then they put this out and called it quits and split up, which is unfortunate. This is actually a very strong demo. I would have liked to have heard a little bit more. Actually, a lot of it more from Denunciation, but at least we have some demo material to fall back on and listen to. Got a little crease there. been rough on the booklet already, as you can see. And then nasty little artwork in there with the lyrics. And it says, this release is a tribute to the movie Falling Down. So there you have that. Let's see what we got going on. On the inside of the case there. Then there's the Denunciation. And the back. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with this Maggot Stomp haul. I hope we have some more sales coming up like this towards the end of the year, maybe Black Friday. I can't wait to rock this, get some looks rocking the Maggot Stomp chain, but I had to. I absolutely had to. I got a few other odd and end things. I don't know how much I'm going to get to in this particular collection update. I don't want it to go on and go on forever, but I will show you guys a few more things that I have had come in lately. Okay, I'm going to try to just power through this next little stack of stuff without having to take any more cuts or breaks. It's from kind of all over different places. I'm going to have several more videos lined up for in the future because I got a lot of stuff to go through. Also, would you guys be up for me bringing back 7 Deadly Spins? I figure that might be one way for me to be able to go through some of this new stuff I've acquired without doing just actual collection update videos for every video. If that's something you'd be down for, definitely let me know down in the comments. Finally, got my copy of But Merely Flesh from Ritual Fog. This came out through Transcending Obscurity. I ordered the vinyl and the CD. There was a delay with the vinyl, so obviously the CD got held up as well, which is unfortunate. Had I had this in my possession at the end of the year last year, this definitely would have been on my end of the year list. You guys know I love me some Ritual Fog. I saw them open for 200 Stab Wounds. I saw them play with some killer bands way back, and I can't even remember. I've seen them a few times, and I fell in love with the band then. Been following them ever since. Been a huge advocate for Ritual Fog, and I am, with the release of this album, definitely continuing on that trend. I'll get the actual disc out so you guys can see that, see the artwork on that. That's one thing about Transcending Obscurity, man. They go all out on their physical releases. I'm not a huge fan of digipacks, but when Transcending Obscurity releases them, at least they put the effort and the artwork into the actual physical releases. You also get a lot of freebies as far as like download codes and stuff like that when you order from Transcending Obscurity. They sent a button with the Transcending Obscurity logo and a cat, looks like a cat with burning and some kind of shrine or temple behind it. They do a lot of good as far as animal rescue and that type of stuff. They do a lot of donations and stuff, so I'll always try to support Transcending Obscurity directly because of that. I also got another one of those Ritual Fog stickers, and then the actual vinyl, which held the order up. But it definitely, once I got it and got a good look at it, it was definitely worth the wait. Let me move this stuff out of my way. I got another. I'm stocked up on the Ritual Fog stickers. This vinyl is numbered. This is hand numbered Gatefold LP. I got number 119 out of 250. Also came with a killer Ritual Fog patch. At some point I am going to start a vest. I have a vest, but I got so fat that the vest doesn't fit anymore. So either I got to lose some weight or get a different vest. And haven't decided which one of those is going to... I'm sorry, fat is not the... I don't think fat is accepted anymore. I've gotten so plus size that... Yeah, there we go. Maybe YouTube won't cancel my video now. And I also got a Ritual Fog guitar pick that I just now took out of the plastic. So you guys got to see the opening of that. Then the actual vinyl is so sick with that splatter. I love that. That made it worth the wait right there. That is just nasty. And then of course you get the enlarged artwork on the vinyl version. I can see the appeal of people that want to collect strictly vinyl. I mean, I'm always going to love CD format probably the best, just because I have so much nostalgia wrapped up in that. But I do see the appeal for strictly vinyl collectors. I've kind of got to the point now where I enjoy tape, vinyl, and actual CD. So, I mean, not actual CD, tape, and actual vinyl, because I mean, sometimes that's the only way to get a copy of a particular release, and I'm more about the music anyway, and just having some sort of physical format to hold in my hands. So I'm open to all three formats now. Take a swig. Let's see, where are we going to go next? I guess since we wrapped up a Memphis band there, let's go to Nashville. I picked up the EP, I guess debut EP, from Christorment, entitled Crowned in Torment. This came out earlier this year. Features Zach Plunkett, one man. This is a one-man project, but he's also in a ton of bands out of the Nashville area. Abated Massive Flesh is a very big one that he's a part of. Impaled Divinity, which you'll see something from both of those. I ordered this one disc, and I'll show you what this guy sent me. He autographed the disc for me. Crowned in Torment. Killer. It's a short, very short EP, probably about 15-16 minutes if I remember correctly, but it's just nasty. It's like brutal death metal. You have some grindy, like death grind, almost like a brutal death grind is what how I would personally describe it, but it's nasty. I mean, you can tell there's no apologies going on that just from the artwork. Killer EP there. I ordered that one release, and he sent me 4 releases total. I got the newest Abated Massive Flesh. This one is entitled Rebirthing the Vile. Absolutely phenomenal. I was blown away by this. I played this one Monday on the way to work, and it got me pumped. I hate going to work on Mondays, but it definitely got me going. He sent me Abated Massive Flesh sticker, and he actually wrote me a little note saying that he loved the channel and enjoyed the extra goodies. I absolutely have enjoyed everything extra that you sent, Zach. I definitely do appreciate it. Another Abated Massive Flesh sticker. And I'm going to try to link up every single release that I've shown in this video. It's been a long video. I'm sure some of you will probably have to watch it in sections or whatever, but that's cool. I'm just glad you guys are back, and I'm back, and we're getting some of this stuff shown and spotlighted. There's the inside of Rebirthing the Vile. Just chunky deathcore, death metal, heavy stuff. I love me some Abated Massive Flesh. You guys have seen me show stuff from this band in the past. This artwork is nasty. It's getting a little later in the day now, so I'm fighting the glare, but you guys know that's a constant problem here, and I keep saying I'm going to fix it, and obviously I still haven't rectified it. And then some slamming brutal death metal, Impaled Divinity. Killer stuff here that he sent me. This is their 2023 full length. I guess his 2023 full length. That is, I believe this is also another one of his one-person projects, entitled Feculent Mutation. Probably butchered that, but that's all right. And I'm sure some of you have already seen that artwork around, even if you haven't listened to this. But I definitely enjoyed this as well. The EP that I'm going to show next is absolutely phenomenal. There's the disc on that. I'm trying to do a little bit better job, since this channel is highlighting physical releases, of actually showing, not just holding the disc up and then moving on. I'll do that probably on the actual CD collection, but when I get back to those videos. But during the updates and type stuff, I want to highlight the actual physical release, because after all, that's what highlighting these releases is what this channel was built on. So, and he sent the Impaled Divinity EP, also that came out in 2023, entitled Delimbing the Extirpated. Man, this one is heavy. This one like blew me the F away. It just stomped me into submission, just in this little cardboard sleeve. But after all, it is an EP. There's the disc on that, but it is some heavy stuff. Definitely check that out. Okay, moving on. Next up, let's go with the vinyl, and then we'll close out with some CDs. From Gurgling Gore, Big Daddy Gore sent me a sticker with this. I got the new Lipoma Death Grind entitled No Cure for the Sick. Man, this one's nasty. It's good. Definitely leans heavy onto the grindcore at points, even like some of the slower parts of grindcore, which was a bit surprising to me, but I absolutely dug it. The little sound clips here and there that are buried within this release, they work phenomenally with it. Maybe the strongest Lipoma release so far, as far as I'm concerned. So that's a big statement coming from me. If you follow my Instagram, you know I've been a fan of this band for quite some time. There's the insert / lyric sheet with some old-timey artwork. It goes like this, goes with the album so well. It works, and it's a little bit step away from some of the other stuff as far as the aesthetic, I would say, but it works. I love the evolution of the band. I love seeing someone not just do the same thing over and over, even though it's working. When they can move forward and make the progression sound even better, I'm all for it. So sometimes people are against it. Sometimes bands do it and I'm not a fan, but Lipoma absolutely killed it. Nice little, I forgot what the name of the actual variant is called. It's kind of this maroon color, maybe like an ox blood or something. I don't remember what they named that, but killer release there from Lipoma. Absolutely an advocate for that release as well. Next up, release off of New Standard Elite that came out this year. Some of you guys may follow Julian Gonzalez here on YouTube. He's a part of this band. This is Flesh Mangled out of California, brutal death metal. This is entitled Morphing into Despised Victimology. This is another band that keeps getting better and better. Riff heavy, brutal death metal. I definitely enjoy the guitar work on this, and I know Julian is a part of that. We've got two guys on guitars, Julian and Nando, and killer release. It is nasty. The jewel case got a little beat up in transit, but not so bad that I've swapped it out yet. There's the disc. A lot of super heavy stuff on New Standard Elite. When you order a New Standard Elite release, usually you know it's going to be something pretty brutal, and Flesh Mangled does not disappoint. Pages are a little stuck together. No weird stuff going on. It's just been super humid. So we'll nip those pervy comments in the bud already. Got the lyrics. I really like how a lot of bands now are getting back into putting the lyrics into their liner notes and stuff. There for a while, man, it seemed like it was like a dying art. You're getting these just little cheap one-page inserts that didn't have any lyrics or information or anything on it, and I'm glad to see kind of a return to the glory days. I think CDs have picked up a little bit. People are getting back into the format, and I am a huge advocate for that. I will be giving out some free stuff at Metal Devastation Fest this year, just to try to get people back into the people that may have never started collecting, some of the younger folks, maybe get them into collecting physical media, and then maybe reigniting that fire in some people along the way as well. So killer release there from Flesh Mangled. And then the last thing that I'll show in this video, I've taken up enough of your time, is a couple CDs that I picked up from Brutal Cave Productions. They always put a couple of stickers in with their orders. A label, I think they're out of Portugal. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. It's so hard to keep up with stuff. I get so much stuff in. First up, we have a UK death metal release. This came out in 2024, and this band has already put out an album this year as well. Looking at it, you would think it was like some power metal or folk metal and stuff. Make no mistake about it, this is some killer death metal, kind of goes into that old school death metal vibe. This is Crown of Anguish with Stalker at the Midian Gate. Absolutely love this. I believe this is kind of one of those power trio bands, if my memory serves me correctly. There's the front cover without the glare from the jewel case. Another example of throwing all of the lyrics into the booklet. There we go. I thought it was a 3-person band, and I'm glad I was right. I hate saying stuff like that and then being completely wrong. There you go. You got the band members actually right there on the back of the insert. Pretty standard looking disc. Just the black print on the silver disc there. Nothing going on the inside of the case. And then there you have the tracks there on the back. There was one track on here. It was either Limbless in Rapture or Tribute to the Ashen King. I can't remember which one. It was either 3 or 4 that really caught me and really like perked my ears up and sucked me into that album and made me pay attention. Last but not least, the last thing I'll show in this particular update is an occult death metal band out of Brazil. This is Nameless Gods with And That Sigil Meant Death. Killer release. I was blown away by this one as well. This came out last year, and had I had my hands on this at the end of the year last year, it possibly would have made my end of the year list as well. The title track on this, you can't go wrong if you're looking for something to check out and start listening to. The title track is a good way to go. Here you have the insert without the glare. I may just need to start doing it that way. Once again, lyrics on the inside. There you have the band. I don't know how well. Good looking band there. And then more lyrics. Then you have the all-seeing eye there on the back of the insert booklet. A little better look at the disc. There you go. Not much going on the inside of the liner there on that one. And then there you have the back. Like I said, just some phenomenal occult style, dark, no apology death metal out of Brazil. Definitely check that one out if you have not done so. That's all I've got for this particular video. I have enough stuff that I could go on for probably 2 or 3 more hours. I'm not going to do that to you guys. Hopefully I'll have another video up here pretty soon. I'm back on the Metalhead box. I want to show the one that came in. I still haven't even shown the May Metalhead box, and there's already another on the way. So I got a lot of catching up to do. I have to get back on the CD collection. It's still a freaking furnace up here. I don't have any air in my recording room, and it's 100 degrees outside, so I'm starting to sweat. I'm starting to glisten. That's all I'm going to be able to get through today. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around while I was out. Got some new teeth. I'm glad I'm going to be smiling. If you follow me on socials, you've probably seen me smiling more than you've ever seen me smile. But getting back to it, and I'm just excited. I got some big stuff coming up as the year goes on. So stay classy, stay metal, all that good stuff. Check out the bands linked in the description. Check out the labels. Melanie loves death metal. Thank you again for the giveaway. I'll see you guys very soon. I promise.